Hi everyone, this is Susie and welcome to a Vintage Design Studio. Today on this snowy day here in New York City, I have something to share with you for Esme. I am designing for her and her shop. It's called Crafty Me Shop on Facebook, a beautiful group where you can shop, share, and meet great people all at the same time. Every week Esme has something in her shop that she shares with you live on video and photos, where you could purchase each item individually. They are beautiful, different, ornate, and some can even be from Paris or Italy. So it's up to you to get on over there and join and have a good time with us. In the meantime, I'd like to show you what I designed. Okay, I had made a heart for the group, and I had some fabric that was left over that I just loved, and this is what it was, this pleated beautiful lace in a buff pink color. I used that on the base of the mask, and then I had received from Esme this gorgeous bridal lace trim that was really so pretty. It's almost like applique sewed together with pearl and sequins on a satin base that's embroidered floral. So pretty. So I decided to put together something like this. I wanted to do an all-white project using the bridal applique lace and adding not only the layer at the base, which is a very, very faint hint of pink, you can barely tell, but the overlay of the laces from her shop look absolutely beautiful. I also added some extra pearls on my own. You can see these larger ones here, really, really pretty, and then some smaller ones, and the really tiny ones are on the lace with the sequins originally, as well as the oval pearls. Just beautiful. If she has some of that in her shop, you should get some. You can do so much with it. You don't have to worry about cutting into this, because any way that you cut into it, it's not a mistake. So as you can see on the eyes, I put some of the faux rhinestone that I had from my stash. I didn't finish this eye all the way because the flower was there, but it still looks beautiful just the way that it is. And you can see I cut out some appliques directly from the actual piece itself to have a full flower there. And I did the same on this side, trying to get a full piece on one end to fit so it looked nice. And then the scallop portion of the lace I put in the center as a focal point, adding a larger pearl there. So that looks really pretty. And accompanying that, I had a nice time. I make a lot of perfume sachets anyway. So I wanted to go ahead and make one. And this one is a kind of off shape, but I like the way that it came out that way. I was gearing towards having it look a little bit different than the normal oblong or heart-shaped sachet. And this one, I really had a nice time making this one, because the appliques, which if you belong to the group or you join, you'll see that Esme usually carries many of these kinds of appliques, and sometimes they're even in an ecru beige color or even in a faint pink color with sequins and pearls on it, and a lot of those are Parisian appliques as well, so you need to go on over and check those out. But I decided to use the entire applique, which this one was a little bit different. If you can look at it and see, it has a different shape to it. It's got a lot of netting and embroidery and leaves and vines and little daisy flowers, just ever so pretty. So I put it on an angle so that I can use it without cutting the applique. I didn't want to do that. And then I just scrunched together some cameo beige seam binding here to give it that little bit of a shabby vintage look. I tied it around with another organza ribbon that I had in my stash that have pearls on them. And I just tied that up, and I put some really pretty dangle of crystal here. So beautiful. And I also had in my stash some of these pretty little pearl hearts that I put down on here. And I added, oops, I'm sorry. Watch me pull down the whole thing. And I added some really pretty pearls, just stray pearls all around, just a few, just to, you know, give it a little bit more dimension, as well as adding in, I made a bow from the seam binding, and I added this really pretty buff pink flower, which is a mulberry paper flower, and underneath there's another small one with a hint of pink and a teeny tiny one, and up on top here a beige rose, very, very pretty. Just love the way that came out. So in the link in the drop down box below, I will have right down here, you just have to click on it, I will have where you can just click on there and be redirected to Facebook and go into the group store and join. It's free. There's no membership fee. Just to go on in and have a good time. And you will see also in there other videos from Esme herself, as well as designers who are also designing for the store with their creativeness, and a little bit of something to give to you as far as them sharing, as well as I am, my ideas and creativity, what you can do with fabrics. Now, just a little bit more before we go. I know so many people are really afraid to, like, you know, cut or bite into their laces, and they're afraid. Don't be. Just wing it. Just, you know, as long as you have some glue and your idea, you just glue it down, whatever's sticking out, cut it off, you'll be fine. Just don't be afraid. Use your fabrics, or you'll have lots of hoarding laces, and that's a fine thing too, but the whole reason is behind getting a lot of these things is so that you can make pretty things for yourself or give them as gifts, and some of you even sell your things. So I really hope that you enjoyed seeing this beautiful mask with all of the pretty bridal embellishments that I have from Crafty Me Shop, and you'll see it in the drop down box below, or else you can find me on Facebook Live, my group. So thank you so much for tuning in today, guys. Have a great day. Stay safe in the snow. Bye.